Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Ryugo's Roar. Welcome to the month of April. Hope you're all doing well during quarantine. This will be my TvT video for the month. I promised a bunch of people that this month I would release really good videos for standard TvT and TvP play. The TvT video, it's not going to be anything special. It's not going to be better than Heli and Lib is what I'll say. But I'm going to be showing you guys a way to play TvT. We did a lot of Magfield builds earlier this month. A lot of it went into mech. So now I'm going to show you guys a pretty standard bio build that doesn't have the Reaper 2 Hellion. This will still be a double gas build, but it's a pretty fun aggressive one. So I'm going to leave the discovery of this build as the video goes on, and I'll just describe what we're doing. 15 gas, 16 barracks. Otherwise, gas first. Remember to take your second gas too at 17. So right about here. This is a 2 gas build. It's going to open 2 Reapers, 1 Hellion, and you'll see why soon. We're going to be getting some early add-ons. Maybe you've seen me do this build. I sometimes stream twitch.tv/RyuGoesRar, or maybe I've told you about this build. Maybe I've even done it against you. Anyways, continuing on, make sure to put your guys in gas. Have your camera hotkeys set up. I like expanding like this. Whoops, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I like taking the bottom one here as my 5th base. However, it changes game to game, but that's what I typically do. Anyways, remember, start your factory. Once factory's started, 1 guy off gas, 2 guy off gas. 3rd guy comes down to build your depot. Essentially, you're pulling 3 guys off gas. 2 on 1 gas, 1 on the other. Actually, I'm pretty sure the gas right here is slightly closer, so we're going to put the guy on this one. I think there's a way to tell. I can't remember. Anyways, we're going to put our units here. I like to leave them here. Because you're not the Reaper 2 Hellion, try not to get too aggressive with it. Because you're going to want your units in case they just, you know, kind of overwhelm you. When this factory is done, you're going to have the SCV go down here to build the CC. You're going to make 1 Hellion from the factory. You're going to hold off on this next SCV, and you're going to rally it to the 1 out of 3. You're going to throw down your 3rd CC at 225. Resume SCVs. Keep chilling. This next SCV is going to rally here to put down a starport. You're going to start a reactor on the barracks, tech lab on the factory, and a starport. Another SCV. And you're going to start up a depot. I like to change my rally at this point over here, and I like to make sure my units are in a line. I personally think having the Hellion in the middle is better. You're going to start a Cyclone right away. However, I will say this build does have a variation. I'll show you the timing later, but keep in mind about this note. This build does have a variation where you can skip the Cyclone for now and get your medevac first. And this will make your build hit a little bit faster, because we're going to go medevac here, right? You can skip your first Cyclone and go for the medevac first, and then later get the Cyclone. This variation will make you hit their base faster if you're doing the same build, but if they're aggressive, then it becomes really hard to hold certain things. So this is just the safer version. Anyways, we're going to go for our orbital here. Another Cyclone. And I'm pretty sure you guys are starting to see what's happening here. Our 2 Marines are going to finish with the medevac, and we're going to do a drop with these units and the units right here. Keep making Marines. These next units here, you're going to rally them over here. Tech lab on the starport, grab all of these units, and you're going to head right in front of their base, or you can send the 2 Reaper, 1 Hellion to go in later with your drop heading into the main base. Up to you, really. It doesn't matter that fucking much. You can rally your next Cyclone here as well. Make sure you follow it up with a Raven. And you can see, pull this Reaper back. Oh, bad micro. Make sure this drop is coming in with you. Now, the way this works is they're going to have 3 Reaper 2 Hellion typically and a Cyclone of their own. But where this differs, you're going to have a medevac and a Cyclone. And what this medevac does is it not only heals your Marine and Reaper, but let's say their Cyclone goes to lock onto one of your units. You now have the exclusive opportunity to pick up a lock-on target. So here, let's say I lock on to... Oh, I can't. If you lock on to one of your own units, though, or if they lock on to one of your units, you have the ability to pick it up, and this will break the lock-on. So you kind of want to just bounce between this micro, where if you see something locked on, you pick it up, drop it immediately. Anyways, back at home, we're going to make another Raven here. It's just going to be like the standard builds you guys usually see on this channel when we're going bio. Or drop a depot, because you know I'm bad at macro. And you're just going to kind of keep making stuff. Remember to have that third CC down. Okay, and here we're going to start up 2 barracks. This is a pretty good pressure build, not going to lie. I like sometimes just doing a drop in the main and then sending in the 2 Reaper, 1 Hellion delayed into their natural while they're dealing with the attack in the main. It's up to you how you want to do it. Find your own sweet spot. Okay, next we're going to start up another gas geyser here, and we're going to go for our 2 eBay. And we're just going to keep chilling, keep making units, keep making depots. We're going to stop depots here because our third's about to be done. We're going to swap these 2 buildings. Once these 2 barracks are done, they're going to go over here and make another 2 barracks. 2 guys on the gas. We're actually going to have these 2 guys come up here just because we're going to be mining pretty low on the main. So we're going to do barracks, barracks, reactor, reactor. Remember to start up your Vikings. And then your 1-1. It's a little tight on the gas here on what you can afford. You can cut SCVs for a little bit just to make sure you can get everything. Because you can see we're skipping a tank for a little bit here just because we want that 1-1 first. Okay, and then with our next available money, remember as your third orbital finishes, by the way, to scan, we're going to make a siege tank. And we're going to start sending units down to the third. These guys are going to go over to the third. We're going to make about... Actually, we're going to make up to 6 Vikings from the starport, and then we'll do medevacs. Keep making units. Right here, you're going to start a factory. Try to get it down before 7. If later, it's fine. This build does cut a couple corners because you're making extra units, you know, the extra starport unit before the double Raven. It's cool if you're a little bit late on it. And yeah, from here it's just standard play. You know, keep dropping down your depots, get your double gas here. Don't get supply capped. You know, just don't be bad, really. It's just general macro from here. We're gonna have this, like, exit out here. Keep making your Vikings. The faster you get your Vikings, the faster you can make medevacs and go out on the map. Ooh, this is a slight problem here. I like to put my depots like this, by the way, because let's say they're running in. You can kind of make a little bit of a choke here. So if they, like, try to dive you, you can put one more depot here. And this just kind of, like, gets them in a nice little choke. Easier for your tanks to kill. Okay, start up your armory. And remember to get your sensor towers. On this map, you want to make sure it covers this top area here. Now that we have our Vikings, we can start up our medevacs. Keep making siege tanks in this matchup. Good siege tank placement is pretty important. I like having a tank here just because it sees past the fog of war. Try to get a third or a fourth base going here just before the 9-minute marker if we can. Let's drop one right about now. Not bad. Get your combat shields going. Now the nice thing here is once your 2 medevacs come out, you can immediately pick them up and always drop your medevacs at the halfway point and just start walking just because you don't want to walk into their army. I like dropping, say, like right here, you know, and then I just kind of patrol around. Your drop does not need to go for eco damage or even a CC snipe. It just needs to kind of chill and prevent them from getting out on the map. Because as long as you have units out, they can't really move out that well. Because you'll know, you'll be able to, like, let's say they have a big army coming here, right? You can either kite it a little bit, you know, poke at it, or if you see them trying to walk past you, pick up, you know, drop in the main or something. It gives you options, really. And if they send out a drop and you have yours unloaded, then for very obvious reasons, they're going to have a bad time. Now, we actually have our Fort CC rallied to the other bottom fort, so we're going to take that one instead. Keep making units, keep making medevacs, Marines, you know, the usual. I like to start 1 tank armor here, or tank weapons. just because vehicle damage is kind of nice. I also like to get that next sensor tower going. The further you place it on this map, the better. So right about here is pretty nice.
We're done with the research.
Yep, and you're just going for max. We're going to stop on marine production just here because we can make 2 more tanks to fill in this gap. Cool. Let's grab our gases right away. Let's drop down 2 starports and another armory. Okay. PF right away. Try to make another CC or drop down more barracks if you feel like you're really ahead. Usually though, ARACs can run you pretty dry, so be careful with that. Anyways, with your double drop, like I said, just kind of have your units keep moving around. And TvT, spreading marines out on the map outside of your sensor towers is also a good way to stay safe. You can also do depots, missile turrets, up to you. Just have stuff out on the map so that, you know, in this point of the game, you should always be just playing through your minimap and only looking at the top right to see your money, as well as, like, you know, occasionally look in the center to grab your units. When you finally have enough stuff, you know, grab your army here.
Where's the emergency?
This looks like a very one-sided type of army, but we have more stuff, I guarantee it. Plus, some of our units are over here. Anyways, you can see here, with this type of coverage, I basically see everything. Maybe I can move this marine a little bit down, so I really see everything. Anyways, we're just going to go for it, and go for our push. In TvT, you don't have a definitive, like, 2-2 push, really, in this matchup. You just kind of push when you feel like you have a bigger army and the map initiative. So here, I can say we're maxed out, so may as well see if we can do something across the map. It's okay to meet your opponent on the other side. If your opponent was ahead in the beginning, you can just play for the middle and kind of prevent them from getting to you. A lot of people in TvT just throw because they don't know what they're doing, so make sure you're thinking about that. Anyways, I like to start up extra starports. These 2 armories are done, so we can now start our ship weapons and our 3-3 together. That's why we started the armory, because they finish just in time to start up our air upgrades. And then from here, we can add Vikings if we don't... Like, if they don't have Vikings themselves, just go straight into 4 Liberators. If they do have Vikings, you know, reestablish your air dominance. Anyways, that's TvT. Here you can make 2 tech labs or 2 more reactors. I'll leave that to you. I like 2 tech labs for Ravens. If you're thinking about going BCs, no. Anyways, that's everything, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned for more videos. If you have any questions, throw it in the comments and I'll try to get to them. Thank you so much. Have a nice day.